Welcome back to another episode of Uplifting Interviews with Total Strangers. I've got Ashanti in the back seat here, and she's a bright, young, pretty girl that actually doesn't exactly agree with me, which is fine. She's got her own point of view on being fantastic, which I encourage people to be. But how is it that you don't, with someone who cares, you don't need to say you're fantastic? What were you saying in that regard?
I was saying that it's okay to not be so, great all the time. To, if people actually care about you, they should want to hear, that you're not having such a good day. It's not always looking for pity. It's about kind of releasing those feelings. We're humans, so we feel that way. We can't all walk around with like this mask and this fake persona of like, we're great. Everything's so fine, because you can only hold that in for so long until you actually just erupt. So it should be okay if people actually care about you to want to hear how you're doing and how you're feeling. I don't see anything wrong with that.
Okay.
That's what I was saying.
And so by emoting that you're not in a good mood, someone might be able to solve your problem? Not
solve problems, but it's not just about looking for an Oprah or a Dr. Phil all the time. It's just venting. It's just letting it out. Everyone should have that safe space, whether it's with themselves, whether it's with someone who they trust. It's not looking for advice all the time. Sometimes we just need to let it out. It just needs to come out. People get lost in their heads all the time. They're feeling it. They're dragging it with them every day. Sometimes you just need to let that out. You can't.
So what's the best way of letting something out? Talking
or going out with people who maybe can help lift your spirits. Those people who are, so energetic and happy, all the time, being around them so that can kind of lift your spirits. And just many different things, activities, exercising.
Do you have,
hobbies,
are most of your friends up people? Then of course you want to be around people that are up.
And then they also have times where they're not so up, and that's okay. I don't see a problem with that.
Now if someone's always down,
then that's a problem. They need to figure that out within themselves, and you have to work on it every day. Like you were saying.
Because you really don't want to be around negative people.
Yeah, and you have to speak it into existence. Like, everything's going to be fine, it's going to work out, but you have to actually put work towards it. Because there are people who are just like a freaking drag.
Right.
All the time, and just so down, and they'll pull you down with that, and you
right.
don't want to be around
That's what
them,
I'm saying.
Energy. Yeah,
that's
so I agree with that.
Okay.
But...
And those are the people that really want the pity.
That make excuses for everything. And they blame everyone.
Right.
And that's not the way to go about it.
So that's what I was more referring to, is you don't want negative people in your life.
Right.
To just drag you down. And I would hope those people could convince themselves to be fantastic.
Right.
And I think therefore I am. Maybe they could turn their lives around just by convincing themselves that they're not totally depressed. And unfortunately some people... a lot of people are killing themselves. It's on the news right now, committing suicide. They're obviously not very happy.
Like I was saying, because they can only hold in so much for so long. We're afraid of speaking that truth of I don't feel good, or I need someone to talk to, because no one really wants to hear it.
Right.
And that's not okay. So they hold it in, and they just you can identify when they're, I guess, on the edge of it. Because they'll be smiling, they'll tell you, yeah, they're fine, and they're not.
Right.
Because they're trying to be positive, they're trying to be happy, but it's you can't fake that.
I like that. Thank you for sharing your thoughts there. It's always good to have more points of view. I like to learn from everyone I meet, and that's good advice. And it's recorded. People listen to Ashanti. Thank you.